And we are live.
Hi.
Welcome.
Everyone. Welcome back to TVI. Carl Donnelly here.
Julian Deane.
Guest.
Richardson.
Richardson.
What's
We
your
did
middle
not,
name,
anyone watching this, we did not plan the 3 white t-shirts.
No.
The
It's a bit
white
much,
boys.
isn't it? I'm the only one who's got I've got a little thing on mine. Yours are both
I'm pure white, yeah.
pure white.
What's yours? That's a...
This is a brand.
It's a foot.
It's actually called G-Foot.
Okay.
The band Gorillaz
Yeah.
released a sort of a slight high-end brand of clothing merchandise.
Okay.
So
£600 worth of t-shirt you
it's
got.
actually, I luckily get it.
You nicked
at
it
cheap
off Damon
due to my wife working for the band.
Does she work for the band?
Well, she works for the management side of things.
Oh, nice.
But, and so I've got a few bits that are very nice.
Oh, that's good.
Lovely pair of chinos. But,
Oh, good.
But yeah,
They're for sale on our Patreon.
well, yeah, if you want some cheap stuff, come my way. But Red Richardson, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Comedian, podcaster.
Yeah.
Is that it? Anything?
That's about it.
That's about it.
I'm hoping to get an advert at some point.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah.
Potential advert stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potential T-Mobile.
Yeah, whatever. I'll do anything pretty much.
I recently got a call back. Remember, I had to do it here. Remember, you had to leave
yeah.
the room. I
When-
got a call back, and they were like, "We need to see you today." And I was like, "I'm out doing stuff all day. I'm podcasting. I've got enough stuff." And they were like, "Well, we can just do it. You can do it if you're out and about."
Yeah.
So I had to do the callback from this studio
Okay.
on my phone, and they just told me just before that they wanted it in an American accent. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah. Oh, no.
That's the worst.
What was
Yeah.
it for?
It was. I can't remember now.
Porn.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was actually for, but it's one of them ones that was like really good money.
Yeah, they are.
What
They're
did you have to
fucking
say?
good.
That's a great big cock. You come to fix my washing machine?
I can't remember what I had to pretend to be, but it was like an air traffic controller or something.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
know. And I had to just be
How
like,
much, do you want to do it now?
I can't. I'm trying to remember
It's
what
going
I
to
had.
be cringe.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it now. It's
I had to do one live. I had to go there and do a Spanishy accent.
Oh man,
It was the worst. It was the worst
Let's see your
experience.
Spanish accent.
I can't even.
Weirdly,
It
though,
wouldn't be even nearly
I feel
one.
more comfortable doing it here than I did then.
Yeah,
When I was
yeah,
doing it,
yeah.
I was like, I just fucking commit to it. They don't know.
They've
me.
seen
No,
that.
no.
Yeah.
I did one the other day where you have to down a litre of water in a funny way. And I had to do, they said,
Put
give
it in
us
your arsehole.
They're like,
Yeah,
They're like, no, whoa.
that's too much. No, they're like, give us a few options. And I ended up just like having to change my t-shirt 3 times. And I just sort of sat there in a puddle of water in my own house in my third and only t-shirt soaked. I'm like, this is where this is where it is, isn't it? Yeah, this is who I am
Welcome
now.
to showbiz. I just want to be a dancer. Billy Elliot.
But they are. It's a thing. Like I used to be really anti. I was like, I don't want to do any of that sort of adverts.
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
get to like a certain age, you're like,
Then
fuck
they're like
that.
40 grand for a voiceover. You're like, I think
I remember
Yeah, do you want to go to
being-
the Bahamas for 3 days
Oh,
and
of
get paid
course.
30 grand to advertise links? You're like, fucking right.
Yeah, of course. It's so much money. And if they play it the next year, you get the same again. Yeah, and I remember being a kid and you'd see like a musician and ad and you go, oh, he's sold out.
Yeah, you fucking set.
Now you just go, I just get anything.
Oh, you just like
You go because you get it. They get older, and it's like, a couple of divorces.
It is weird when you see like Harvey Keitel doing some rant or
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon.
Whenever I see that, I always think
These are fucking top actors.
somebody's just been hit for a backdated tax.
Yeah,
Kevin Bacon got done by Bernie Madoff.
Well,
that's why he's got to do.
he lost all of his savings.
So that's why he's in the EE
What
commissions.
What happened with Bernie Madoff?
Well, it was like it was a
Who is Bernie
basically
Madoff?
he was a financial guru. Wasn't
Yeah,
he?
but
He basically
liar.
it was like a Ponzi scheme. He nicked all the money.
He
He's in
got
prison
conned
for it.
by it.
Yeah. He
They
conned-
stole
Even
so
though the guy's
much
in
money.
prison, there's no compensation for Kevin.
No, and there's billions gone. He got Spielberg. He got loads of people.
But yeah, apparently Kevin Bacon lost all of his savings. So he was still obviously he's not poor. He still probably owns a few houses. Yeah, he's probably just basically just.
But
lost.
he's getting like big money, like a couple of $100G a shoot.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
But he wouldn't have been doing that probably.
No.
He's a fucking quality actor, Kevin
Yeah, he's
Bacon.
good.
Because he
He's a
looks
cool guy.
weird as
Do you
well.
reckon
doesn't he?
Madoff sees that advert in prison and laughs?
I mean, there's worse jobs he can do. He's still fucking great, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not downing litres of water in his fucking
and not getting a callback.
Just then having to hang up on Zoom. You're just sat there all wet and topless.
You're paying your Wi-Fi to do it.
Soaked in a puddle in your house. Having been like, I'm going to be a comedian. Fuck the man, baby.
I told it on here. I told a story on here. I think I told it on here, or it might have been on Patreon, but about one I did when I went in the room after Travis J.
Okay.
And he got the advert. Basically, I did an audition where I had to be a sleazy car salesman, and I was sitting there in the waiting room, and I could just hear person after person going in to do the audition and mumbling, and they'd be in there for 3 minutes and they'd leave, and it just sounded like a normal audition. Travis went in before me, and I swear to God, had the gig of his life. That from the moment he walked in, I could just hear all the sort of
smashing it apart.
And he comes out. You come in there still laughing.
They're all like, "Oh mate, Travis, thanks so much for coming in." They're all like fucking shaking hands.
You do yours, and they're like, "That's great, thank you. We'll be in touch."
Then he walks out, and I walk in, and this is how fucking stupid I am. I was like, "Oh, I get it. They've had a bunch of actors all day, and now a fucking comedian's gone in." So I was like, "I'll be all right. I'll just be funny."
Like Jonglers smashing them.
You couple.
Where'd you get that shirt?
I walked in and it just went back to quiet. And then I told a few people the story, and I think I maybe told it on here. And I was like, if he doesn't get that advert, that is a crime.
You got it though,
and he got it.
Oh, nice.
That's what I gather. Somebody told me that. I told him the story. He went, "Oh yeah, he got that. I saw that."
I had to go to one once at these big offices near Waterloo and like sit across the table from a girl, and they were like, "You got to chat her up." It was just improv.
Oh no!
It was so brutal.
What did you say?
That's not your style.
So you got a podcast.
You send a series of DMs.
So I said, "No problem."
Late night DM.
Got her on Insta. Just started DMing her. You up?
Send me a picture.
Send me a fucking picture. You prick tease.
What was it for, this ad?
I can't remember. I think it was. I can't remember. It was years ago. It was awkward. Anyway.
Yeah, you end up being like...
She's my ex now.
Thinking like, people who do adverts, you're like, it's gotten bad. Now that's the top for me.
That's the dream.
Like the Go Compare man is like De Niro to me now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just admire his craft.
Yeah. If I met him, I'd be starstruck. You know?
Just queuing up outside. You're buying everything he advertises.
Because you've got quite a solid look for him as well.
No, this is why I've done it. I want an advert.
Good shout.
I did it in lockdown as a sort of, I just shaved it one night, and I was like, I might keep this for a bit. And then everyone was like,
what
that
would be
looks
your
ridiculous.
ideal advert?
Anything. Gambling, booze, bags, Russian army.
The Russian conscription. Your country needs
Sign up today. Free Gorillaz t-shirt.
I didn't do mine for that reasons, but I definitely have got so many more.
Yeah, it works
since having a moustache.
You'd prefer a
and my hair.
sitcom or a Netflix gritty series, though, wouldn't you? Than an advert.
Well, no, that's just so over. Like that's so far. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's a bit. Yeah, that's proper acting as well. You need to really work hard for that. And
I won't pay as much.
And even if you're a bit shit at acting, you know, it's not you're not trained or anything. You can blag an advert.
Oh, it's 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fucking horrible anyway.
Yeah.
I love it. They send you the script and they go, so obviously it's a comedy role, and we'll leave the comedy. You read it, you're like, what's the comedy? You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, where's my jam donuts? Oh,
I did one, and I won't say anything, but like basically the script made out like it was going to be the coolest fucking advert.
Marlboro Reds.
It was quite a
Hamlet.
It was a boring brand.
Yeah.
Like sort of, it was a homeware type thing.
Okay.
But the advert was like, we open in sort of a post-apocalyptic world. Everything's grey.
Chill out,
everyone's
guys.
dressed in grey. And then suddenly,
It's just a spatula.
but that's basically what it was like. And it was like suddenly there's a splash of colour and everyone's shot. And it sounded like it was going to be like a fucking cool music video.
Yeah.
Did the audition, didn't get called back or anything, and then I saw the advert about a month ago, and it's just crap. They just didn't do anything with that. It's basically just here's some duvets.
They don't actually know what they're doing, do they?
No.
Not really. I think obviously, the script tends to not be what the advert ends up.
Someone said to me, when you do an audition, you have to go in there and show them something about what it is about, bring something to it.
I've heard a good thing to do is, obviously it always says film it against a white backdrop and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, some people say just do it out and about, do whatever. Just give them something that looks different. And
Oh, really? Okay, he's doing
Apparently,
something
Go
different.
to the Louvre.
a couple of actors.
Be in the bar.
Yeah, do it while skydiving.
The Golden Gate Bridge.
It's on the Gaza Strip. AK-47.
the Poland Ukraine border.
The new Greg sausage roll.
yeah.
But yeah, that's what they do. It's an actor friend who's done a bunch. He just said like when he gets them, he'll just do them wherever he is. He's like he'll just do stuff that isn't on the script and fuck about.
No,
That's the
good,
best
yeah.
way, man.
Yeah. But it's also that's quite when you're not an actor and you haven't got the gears of an actor.
Oh, God.
It's much more. You feel much more vulnerable.
If you're an
going
actor, it's a hard job, isn't it? You're
No, it's the worst.
Just unemployed for so.
Yeah.
Oh no! I went into an audition 2 weeks ago for an advert, and because they don't have gigs or anything, they have nothing apart from this one person saying yes.
Yes.
And it was weird. The lady was like this old school. She was like in her 60s and was like, "Come in," and was like rude to everyone, but she could be. And because I was being a stand-up, you're like, I don't have to fucking. I'm not scared of you.
And also, my life doesn't hinge on this.
No.
I've got gigs for the rest of the month.
Yeah. And they were all. It was that, and they all had a day job, and they're all like, this is it, and they can't even do podcasts because they're not interesting or funny. But like,
let's do a scripted one.
But they're just neurotic and in their own heads all the time.
Yeah.
Because they're actors.
And they all lie about their age as well.
Of
They go
course
to an
they do.
audition and they're all like,
I'll judge him over
I
it.
don't know why they do that.
Been 40 for about 20
One
years.
of them was at my 24th birthday last week, and I was chatting to him.
Oh, you're not 18.
But they turn up and it's for like a 35-year-old, but there's all like 55-year-old guys that are really tanned.
And they're just like, there's a look they have that. There's sad comedians, but there's nothing worse than a sad actor, I think.
Yeah, and also because it's one of them things where, like, I know actors who have done like quite a lot of telly and film, and still they can go through just total.
Yeah.
Unless you get
even Hollywood celebrities get to an age, especially the women, the parts just stop coming in.
Of course, and you spend your money stupidly.
Get an OnlyFans. That's what I say to them.
To everyone.
It's your advice to every woman you meet.
Get an OnlyFans, mum.
My sister, my mum.
Your grandma, you paid for a sign. For fuck's sake.
Like Gary V in their face.
But it's because comedians, when they're sad, they can't. You meet them, and there's so many comedians who just don't even attempt. And it's actually quite like socially abusive the way they just come in and go, it's like, how's it going? It's like, shit. And you're like, I didn't even nod, do what we all do.
Yes.
Don't unload. But actors have this horrible thing where they go, I'm really good, and you can see behind the eyes it's cracked, and they're no, really good, I'm still working in the market and I've got a few things in the pipeline. And you're like, oh god, the tears are you're just holding them back.
That's why they can
like Russian forces on the border.
It's true. Yeah, that's why
the energy of being around that is hard, isn't
It's
it?
horrible.
But it is.
Hey man, how are you?
One.
Breathing exercise.
Yeah.
You ever do any of those courses, you know it's because they're about to cry.
I've got to breathe or I'll cry.
But it's also like it's much
sad.
easier for comedians in that sense of like, even if you're a shit comedian, you can still go and do like open mic gigs.
Thanks, man. Yeah, where are they? Have you got any
You can
details?
still do these gigs.
Can you elaborate? Let me just grab my pen. Where are they?
But like you can gig 3 or 4 times a week and be terrible at comedy.
Yeah.
You're still technically a comedian because you're doing comedy.
Of course.
Actors, if you're not acting, you're not an actor.
No.
That must be very hard to.
And you can't like if you're a comedian, you can work in a cafe and make people around you laugh and go, oh well, the BBC won't. I'm fucking too out there for them. You know what it's like,
Because I'm a white man, innit? Anyway, what's your name? I'll put it on a
But if
card.
you're an actor, you can't be like, have you seen The Rock? There's that scene from the where everyone's like, just go away, you tosser.
But You can't just do a bit of acting.
Also, I've seen bad comedians kill so hard.
Yeah.
And you go, that's the only time you're ever going to do that, but King for a Night. You know what I mean? And the actor will never get that, ever.
Yeah.
No.
I smashed the village fate. You know what I mean? I played King Lear.
I was dressed up as a Mickey Mouse in Centre Parks.
And everyone felt like I was actually a mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal.
The worst,
It's a
worst
brutal
audition I
game,
ever
man.
had. It was a play that was about first dates. So I had to basically go into this room and it was quite improv-y and improv kind of this first date situation, and did it a few times in different kind of vibes basically. And then I didn't get it. The director messaged me going, "Oh, sorry, we've went in a different direction." And then the next message she sent was, "But if you're around for a drink this weekend, I'd love to whatever." And I was like, oh, no, but I was like, how dare you say I'm not
Power dynamic.
I'm not capable of portraying.
Did you say that's over the drink?
But you, I was like, how fucking dare you?
I'll have a pint of Stella, please. How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you were good enough to actually get a real date, but not a fake one.
She wanted to get laid, did she?
Her name was Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, I know her.
Oh man, yeah. It's
It's a brutal game.
It is,
and that's why they're all fucking
but it's
mental.
nice
That's
when
why
you're-
the
when you're-
casting couch and stuff is so prevalent, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm getting into directing soon.
We should do it. We'll do it here, mate. Lovely. It's a perfect room for it.
Yeah.
Come in. Where are you from?
Fancy a massage? All right. That's so bleak. Sorry.
Yes.
Just kidding, everyone.
I
It's
didn't
horrible.
tell you about I got my prostate checked.
Nice.
In an audition.
What were you playing?
It's for
I was a
Starbucks.
postman, but
I was the bell end. They need to make sure it was.
I just wanted me to try something different.
To check your own prostate.
Yes. See if
No,
you're
no, whoa.
I thought I'd give them something they didn't ask for.
Yeah.
I got it. I had to get it checked. I was 40 in January, and they recommend that once you go 40, if you feel anything down there, get your prostate.
I've not had mine checked.
How old are you?
Can you do
You're
it
24 though, aren't you?
That's because I'm 26.
you got 14 years, mate.
But
My arsehole's 62 though.
seen a lot of action.
It was in the war.
Veteran.
It was in World War
He's
II.
got gold stars.
How'd you work it? I just count the rings. Or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a tree.
It's at Pearl Harbor.
Storm the beach at Normandy. What happened with the arsehole fingering?
You know, it's a funny one because I've had, you've seen.
Did it feel nice?
So many no, but it wasn't bad either. But so many comedians have done that bit.
That's not bad.
The Billy Connolly routine's one of my earliest memories of a prostate
Oh, that's such a funny. And he
one of
says
the best routine.
He feels the doctor's hands on his shoulders.
But
Being mounted.
it did feel like a sort of almost a male comedian rites of passage. That bit of you turn 40, you get your prostate checked, then you do a routine about it. But mine was totally without. It was very, very quick and easy. But basically, I shat myself beforehand because I think it was because I did some exercise and I did some squats that were a bit heavy.
Oh.
And I think I might have just twinged a muscle in my groin.
back club.
But I just suddenly felt like this weird sort of what felt like inflammation behind my balls and dick.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've got fucking prostate cancer.
Oh,
I've definitely
no.
got prostate cancer.
Yeah.
And I called up the doctors, and obviously at the minute everyone's like, you can't get a doctor's appointment for love nor money. Yeah. And it's weird. I called up my doctors, and it was hard to get an appointment 3 years ago, pre-COVID.
Oh, you want me to look at your ass? Sure, we could do today.
I'm not even joking.
You're around now.
He was on his way out the door.
11:30 p.m.
Meet me in the car park. I got a torch on me.
Meet me in Weatherspoons. I use my phone torch. Don't worry about
I'll
it.
be on Blackheath in 20 minutes.
I've washed my hands.
But that's genuinely that's what happened. I called up in the morning. They went, "Oh, we can get you in for a phone consultation at 11:30." I was like, how's that going to work? It's me
What are you wearing?
me on FaceTime.
Zooming your batty hole in.
No, but they said so. We did a phone chat, and I just basically talked her through my symptoms. And this made me even more scared. She went, right, I want you to come in.
Really tight.
We need to do a check. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. And I thought she'd say in 3 weeks. And she went, right, I can see you at 11:45. This was at 9:30. So I was like, oh my God, she thinks I've got
Where'd you meet?
prostate
Wagamama. Pizza Express 6:45. Go to the cinema first.
I went in.
Take a walk.
I went in, and she was like a sort of really lovely, like old lady. She was like 65. But she was like sort of. It was like your mum essentially.
Oh, don't. Stop it.
And we had a chat, and like we chatted through it, and then she was literally like, right, so just you got to pop your trousers and everything off and get on the bed. So I just like. I didn't actually take them off. She just said, you don't have to take them off fully off.
She took them off here. Started to pop my belt.
Kiss my belly button.
Took them off with her teeth, actually.
And what did she do? Did she loop her hand
first
up?
thing she did, obviously I put my trousers down. I went up on the. I'm up on the sort of reclined bed thing. And then she just had a real rummage around the front area.
Yeah.
And then she said, so I'm gonna do an internal probe.
Oh, nice.
You're damn right you are. That's why I'm here, baby.
You got to get to the bottom of this.
And she just told me to roll onto my side and raise my legs into almost like a fetal position. Yeah. So you have to get in like almost a fetal position.
Sexy baby.
And then it's lubed up.
Oh, you're like, I picture you bent over a bed in a hotel.
on the side of the M25.
No, you're in the fetal position at the bottom of a shower crying.
Do you reckon anyone's been caught cheating and just gone, I'm having my prostate checked? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sort of pants down
in the
Wetherspoon's toilet, just like, look, I'm getting my prostate checked.
The orange in my mouth.
She may not look like she's a doctor.
Yeah, I couldn't get a GP. I had to go private. But she's in and out within 20 seconds. Really, she's just up there, fiddles around a bit, looks for anything.
Did it feel nice?
It wasn't nice, but it also wasn't. It was
It's just easy, like someone looking in your mouth.
Yeah, it was really quick, and I was surprised how uninvasive it felt. Like, because she's right up there. It's not like when somebody fiddles with it.
What does she say? You've got cancer. Anyway, guys, I've got cancer.
I'm taking over from Carl now.
I've got about 4 minutes anyway.
We're phasing me in. I'm shadowing Carl.
So can you swap seats? Because he's going to die in about 1 minute.
No, it's all fine. She said it feels totally normal up there, and actually, she said it's either a muscle twinge or she said it could be this thing like it's almost like getting a varicose vein in your.
It's actually a
balls.
big shit.
Yeah. They must have to see
there's something stuck up there from last time you rammed it up.
It's a golf ball.
There must be people shitting on them all the time, and I suppose.
So she obviously wears gloves.
Fine, and
she can't have long nails.
No. She was. She had very.
What kind of lube is it? Like that Durex one?
I don't know. Actually, I didn't check.
Just a vat of like.
I was turned in the fetal position. Mate. It could have been anything. Could have been fucking butter or whatever.
You didn't ask.
She just gobbed on her hand.
What are you using?
Just one of them slow gobs down onto her.
She just phlegms onto her hand.
Oh God! But it was like she was very good. She had a really good bedside manner. She made it so sort of just chilled and pop your trousers off.
Candles.
Yeah. Nice.
Just a little kiss afterwards.
Did she hug you afterwards? Just watch a bit of Netflix.
Order the Dominoes.
I'm going to get mine done, definitely.
It's worth it. But they reckon every man in their 40s should get it checked anyway.
I feel like it's weird that I don't know if it's inappropriate that I prefer a woman than a man doing it.
Well, I
don't want it done anyway, let alone a man doing it. Also,
I've had a man do it before, and I did it in Devon, and Devon's small. So I see this guy. I used to play football with him, and it's kind of weird. he was a striker, I was a defender, so he'd be marking
do that
me.
Half time.
Yeah, and even if you're skilled at party, go, but he's had his thumb in my arse, so you know.
Yeah, because also just practically, their hands are bigger, aren't they? The men.
Yeah. I had when I was I had suppositories put in when I was in hospital years ago. I was in hospital for 4 days and I had Neil by mouth, so I couldn't take any painkillers.
Who's Neil?
Dr.
Neil.
But there was a lovely Thai nurse who he got the job of basically being my personal bloody. It was like he was fucking feeding a fruit machine. Once every 4 hours, he'd come and just be like, bloop, 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 pop some painkillers up my batty hole.
Why didn't they put them in your mouth?
I wasn't.
They were
allowed
supposed to be in
Okay,
your
yeah,
mouth. He just was inexperienced.
Just because me and him were getting on.
It's none of your business.
Fucking what are you, the police?
Yeah.
You're a fucking copper.
No, 'cause I was nil by mouth. I wasn't allowed any food or drink in my mouth for 4 days.
Fucking
It was
hell,
the
okay,
most
yeah.
brutal 4 days of my life. You go delirious when you don't have any. So, because I was on a drip for 4 days, so I was getting enough. My body was getting enough, but just your mouth is so dry when you don't have any liquid.
You're not allowed.
Yeah.
Can you smoke?
No.
You can smoke, yeah, but no
Do
water.
They probably
cocaine.
wouldn't have
That's
been- They
it.
probably wouldn't have let me smoke, actually.
Yeah.
It was more the I couldn't have anything go into my stomach because I'd had stomach surgery.
Yeah.
So yes,
It's. I lived near King's College Hospital, and when I walked past it a lot, the amount of people out there were just
that.
smoking with what's it called, the
Drips.
Yeah.
the drips, holding the drip. And just to one hand, you got drip, the other one. So, and they have those oxygen
Leg
machines where you can
amputated.
literally see them breathe. It's like,
Man.
and you just go, maybe it's time not. But also, maybe what's the point in quitting?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a song by the Editors, "Smokers Outside the Hospital Doors."
Oh, really? I've not heard
It's a
that.
lovely song.
Yeah, I haven't.
Very sad, but
I'm trying to quit. I haven't had a cigarette in 16 days.
Well done.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if life's better without it. You know.
But it
I mean,
becomes like-
health-wise, it definitely
Yeah.
is.
But the trick is to get. I mean,
3 weeks and your body stops being addicted.
Yeah, but
It's just in your mind.
But you can't. The thing,
apparently.
the danger is, like, I smoked for 20 years,
Mm.
and when I gave up, like, I always wanted one, and actually, I left it about a year before I even, did that thing of having a puff drunk. or
Yeah. Okay.
something. And it was long enough that it didn't make me want to.
Was it hard to quit?
I did it cold turkey.
Yeah, that's the same way.
Because I tried vaping and everything.
I don't
and
like vaping.
I'd always go back. Vaping, I don't know, felt like I needed to just go.
I gave up
no.
for
Yeah.
3 weeks before I started vaping, and I just wanted. I had to make vaping work.
Yeah.
How long have you not smoked for?
Years now, yeah. I mean, I've had one every now and then, like not for months
Well,
now.
I had a couple over the weekend, just like.
No,
and
that's
again,
good.
and it was. I don't want another one now. Until
No, fair enough.
Shit face.
Yeah.
It made me feel sick. I always regretted it after I had one. Like
Right.
after I'd
I
get
like morning coffee cigarette.
Oh, that's it. I was never a morning smoker.
the
That was
morning one
thing
used
that
to be the
saved
best
me.
one with a coffee after you'd eaten.
I didn't like that. After you've eaten was right. I could never be one of them people that would get up and the first thing would literally be no.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
Outside in your garden.
But I'll go days like if I get really smashed, and I won't smoke for like 4 days.
Right.
After if I feel like
oh,
shit.
that's good.
But then when I'm drinking, I smoke. Fucking just change.
That Alan Carr
Yeah.
book helped me a lot.
Yeah, people keep talking about that.
It was really good. If you really want to quit, and obviously you do because you've given up, it's worth reading.
What's the what's it? How does it? What's the
It
process?
just kind of helps you with the psychology of it all, and you actually smoke while you're reading.
right.
So it took me 4 years to finish the book, but it really. I mean, I really, really wanted to fucking quit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I smoked for fucking since I was like 13. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Same here, yeah.
It's a long time. I feel like that's why I quit basically. 'Cause I felt like I'd done my time.
Also, I just found myself going on stage and be like,
Same here, yeah.
oh,
Yeah. All wheezy and
I'm
coffee.
an exciting new young comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I thought you meant Alan Carr as in chat.
I always think that as well.
His autobiography.
It's time to stop.
I just googled it and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's a little side project of his.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it's a tough one. But you're talking about the exam. I had the most fucked up. It's probably amusing now, but I did a blood test in when was it last year? September last year. Did a blood test and I got a call at 7:30 at night from a GP saying, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "I've never heard of it before. Creatine kinase level."
Right.
It says something in your blood. She said your level's so high, it indicates you just had a heart attack or you've got muscular dystrophy.
Oh shit.
And I was like, well,
Yeah, no.
thank you. Now I feel like I'm going to. And she was like, we'll call you tomorrow morning. Do you need an ambulance now? And I'm like, no. She's like, okay. I don't know what's happening then because you should be unconscious. She's like, we'll call you tomorrow morning, but I've got the day off tomorrow and I'm leaving the office and I'm like, enjoy your day off.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
What are you up to? Where you going?
Why didn't you just call me tomorrow? You know what I mean?
Going to see a play.
Yeah, fuck you. So I was on hold the next day. I rang them at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, and the staff there are the worst fucking people in the world. Just so, NHS great, but
Yeah.
they're just like, hello. And you're like, hi, can I? what?
It's almost
I'm
like
dying.
they act like you're a hint.
Yeah, they go,
It's so moody, man.
It's so bad. Like, even the answer machine for my thing, you're like, I wouldn't buy popcorn off these people, let
Imagine
alone fucking...
old people dealing with this.
I
as
know.
well.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God, it's
fucked
so
up, man.
bad. Hello, welcome to Parkside Medical Centre. Hi, I think I'm dying. Please make your voice not the last thing I hear. What do you want? We'll put you on the waiting list. It's like, you can't just tell me I'm fucked. And muscular waste disease, like I was looking at it, Googling, obviously you start Googling, I'm like, this is the worst, because you slowly break down and then you're like... And then it's like, I just thought my wife's going to fucking look after me, but move a new man in. And I won't be able to communicate. They'll think my brain's gone too. And I'll just be there, not even able to move my eyes whilst they bang.
Boy in the corner.
He just
Stephen Hawking
comes on my face when she's out of the room.
He's like, can you put a blanket over him or something? It's putting me off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come. It's just making me get in my head a bit.
He's dribbling. I can't focus. Yeah, he comes and slags off my stand-up.
Laughing ironically at it.
Yeah, just like, ooh.
Oh, that was a joke, was it?
Just being wheeled around, taken to fucking art galleries. But like, yeah, no, I go
shit art gallery you didn't fucking ask to go to.
Take
I
me
fucking
to
hate art.
Go to a stand-up benefit night put on for me with comedians I hated who were using my condition to launch their Edinburgh show.
My mate Red, it was really hard.
Yeah, really hard actually. You know, now he can't move. I've stolen all his jokes, but
he would have wanted me to keep the jokes alive. Do you know what I mean?
Blink once for yes, twice for kill me. But I went for another blood test, and then they rang me like, right, we're really sorry, bit of a problem. We've given you the wrong blood test.
No.
So there's someone around there got my results, which were okay. And he's like, why do I feel so shit? And they're like, your phone's like, brilliant. I must be in my head. I'm going to go skydiving or go for a party. And he's got that.
Fuck.
So his heart's fucked and he's got muscular dystrophy.
That was me. Not really.
It was you. But so it's
that is a severe error on the part.
really bad.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, and they're like, yeah, it's, it happens sometimes. It happens sometimes is like,
that's a...
It should not happen ever.
Ever.
It was unreal. But it was 2 days of, and I was like, I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to do all this. And the minute you find out, you're like, I'm invincible.
Yeah.
It was a horrible couple of days.
But you're all right.
Yeah.
So
But
what was the problem then?
Nothing. They just gave me the wrong blood test results.
But why did you feel so shit?
Because you start going, I can't work, I can't do anything.
Yeah. Because they did that. I think I told on you. Comedian Chris Martin once went for an AIDS test.
Oh my God.
Didn't hear for like a couple of days, and then got a text saying you need to call the clinic now.
Oh shit!
And he was just like, he literally was like, I've got AIDS. He basically took that as I have AIDS, and he called up and he was on hold for ages. Got through and said, "Hi, my name's Chris Martin." He gave him the number, his NHS number, whatever. I was like, I got told I need to call up about this result, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I've just checked him here. Yep, all clear. Well done." And that was it. He was like, "You need to change that text.
You need to change the tone of your fucking text, brother."
And they'd have hold music. You think you got AIDS?
It's like that joke in like Arrested Development,
Philadelphia.
Yeah. And it's a song that sounds like you get AIDS to it.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
That's horrible. It's not
worst.
good at all.
But that's what I felt like that for genuinely about.
Don't get AIDS
over the
test,
weekend.
that's the bottom line.
That weekend.
Just take the meds anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But as they say, it's not the death sentence it used to be.
No,
But that's what I thought. I was convinced I had prostate cancer for a weekend, essentially, and then it turns out it was fine. So
it's fucking.
Everyone stand down.
It's terrifying.
It's weird because I'm not a hypochondriac or anything. I'm actually quite laissez-faire with health stuff.
Yeah.
But that's the first time. And I think it's just because I just very recently turned 40 and you just hear about fucking people just suddenly getting prostate cancer and dying. So like it was the first time in my life I've gone like, oh right, this could be a bad thing.
I'm entering that of like, I went to a doctor and he's like, how much do you weigh? And he's like, yeah, you're obese. And you're like, all right, cheers, mate.
Fucking chill
and
out,
you go, that's not very nice. But you go, like, there is a problem with that. You know what I mean? Like, and as you get to 45, it's like there's nothing, empowering about collapsing in front of your children at their 8th birthday party while
Big is
ants,
beautiful.
ants crawl up your nostrils and you die by the barbecue while your daughter's crying in a unicorn outfit. Yes, so empowering.
I mean, I've had that real like I'm relatively healthy anyway, but since I hit 40, I've suddenly been like just trying to sort out weird things. Like I've started when I've got the worst trainers on. Right, I bought a pair of Skechers, ironically, 10 years ago. They've lived in my cupboard because I was like, I bought them and I thought, and then I was like, I'm naturally never going to wear a pair of Skechers out, am I? Anyway, it got to 40 and I was like, I need to sort out my feet. I need my feet to be healthy and get good walking shoes.
Dad vibes.
Yeah, like just weird shit.
Walk around B&Q pushing one of them big trolleys with
I was like,
some wood on it.
I can't have like, I don't want my arches to collapse and like. So I've started wearing Skechers when I'm out walking now. Like these.
I bet they're comfy.
Nice. No, they look comfy.
They
look alright.
What's buying them ironically is that
well, I just like, in that I thought they were sort of quite garish and horrible.
Yeah.
Skechers are obviously old lady shoes, so I just bought them like because they were really cheap in the sale. And I thought, it'd be quite funny to wear Skechers, man.
Yeah.
And then I just never wore them. I literally sat in a bottom of a wardrobe. And then now they're so comfortable and they're really supportive of your feet.
Yeah.
So I've been wearing them now solidly since I turned 40. Like,
no,
these
fair
are my
enough.
walking shoes.
Well, the thing is, you don't want to be a cool older person. I think that's the least. It's the saddest
I want
thing.
to be a healthy older person.
I want to be one of those, like, really, when you were younger and you go, oh, they had this mate and his mum and dad are so cool, they let us like shag people in the house and smoke
while
weed
they watch. It's so cool.
And you go, actually they weren't cool, they were fucking lame. Like they used to sell us weed and stuff.
My dad comes out with us, me and my mates. To festivals.
And there's like kids who talk to their mum and dad about sex, and you're like, at the time you're like, they're so like laid back, and you actually realise they're fucking losers.
Yeah.
I want to be a dad who comes down in the dressing gown and like screams at them.
Ironed pajamas.
Yeah.
With a pipe.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Have you ever tried sleeping in those old man pajamas?
No.
My wife bought me a set for Christmas 2 years ago because I used to have a routine about them, and it's quite. I find them really funny, that sort of getting dressed up for bed.
Yeah.
And she bought them for me. I tried wearing them for about 3 days, and it's fucking uncomfortable. You feel like you're wearing a suit to bed.
Yeah.
It's so uncomfortable.
No, I'm sure.
I can't wear anything like. I wear boxer shorts to bed, but I used to be fully naked until I had a daughter, because now I don't want her to be walking around in the morning. I just get out of bed with my dick flapping around.
Head high, innit?
So I wear
flapping around making coffee.
But now I wear boxer shorts, and even that I feel is restrictive for bed.
Yeah.
I'm a naked sleeper.
You did those suit pajamas, because that was
Pajama
like,
bottoms are good with no pants underneath, like nice and loose.
I just wear boxers.
Yeah,
I do as well most.
Because in pajamas, it's like, but that was like 50s. They're so like, I can't even be naked in front of my wife. You know what I mean?
I can't be naked in front of my dreams.
They're so formal. They went to such weird boarding schools that stuff happened. It's like, I must be covered at all times.
You can't get your cock out in the dark.
I shower with a wetsuit on.
Can't touch their own cock.
Like, sort of tweezers. Yes, I didn't like them. I don't think I'll be surprised if I think I'll be an old creepy naked guy.
What about just wearing the bottoms?
No, it's like wearing trousers to bed. I don't want. Why would I? What's wrong with my legs?
Why are you getting such skinny pajama bottoms? Get nice loose ones.
Big old MC Hammer trousers. No, they're pretty loose fitted. But
Why don't you get some karate? I used to have a pair of karate pajamas.
This is where holes. What are they called? What's a karate?
Gi. They were like that though. They were karate pajamas.
Getting into bed just like this.
I used to feel like a bad man going to bed, going to fight them ghosts in my dreams. Mate.
I used to have one of them. When I used to do Aikido, I had one of them. It's quite cool. It did feel quite.
I had a gi when I did karate,
Yeah,
I had a karate outfit. I didn't do it. I got my mum to sew me a black belt because I didn't want to do the effort of getting on.
My mum sent me a picture of it the other day, my little karate suit. She's like, do you want me to, I'm cleaning. Should I throw it away? I was like, obviously not. Like, never throw that away. I want it.
Yes.
I'm going to wear it now.
How old's your daughter now then?
She's 20 months old.
Nice. So when you're 50, she'll be 11 and...
Yeah. It's just about...
Are you going to get more right wing as you get older?
Probably.
Yeah.
There's only so far right you can go, really.
I know.
I'm already skitting around.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I will. I think I'm going to become more and more of a hippie.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've I've always been left wing, and but I feel like I've gone beyond sort of that, and I'm now just a fucking wanky.
Well, you just stuck where you are
Buddhist
now, yeah.
So actually, I can see that becoming. I'll be this old fucking hippie wanker walking around naked.
You
in
have
his
a
house.
right wing kid.
Yeah, definitely.
Little Nazi kid.
I reckon there will be in terms of like, because the way young people always react
Will they rebel?
to
They go
the
the
generation
opposite.
before.
Yeah.
I do reckon there'll be a generation of youngsters who almost react against the sort of culture war.
Of course, yeah.
It's already
Youth.
happening.
Is
You
it?
get dead conservative young people who are going, no, traditionalist and...
It's a bit creepy, isn't it?
It is
Do you know when you
creepy.
see young Tories?
Yeah. You're like, oh, come on.
Really young, smart
Yeah,
Tories.
it's like our 20s is meant to be spent pretending to be liberal. You know what I mean?
Let's put a show on.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, for a bit, and then buy your 2 houses and secretly vote Tory.
Yeah.
That's the natural way.
Yeah.
Go to Glastonbury twice and tell your kids you were a hippie for a bit.
yeah, get a few pictures done.
Even though you stayed in a yurt for $1,000 a night.
Shit, there is so much of that in
Snorted
comedy.
5 bags of traffic powder.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of that in comedy, and I'm not. This isn't a criticism. I think people do it almost unconsciously, but like very like vocally left-wing people who actually, if you put their lifestyle on paper,
They're
they're
so anti-Semitic.
Oh,
multi-millionaires.
of course, it's so boring.
Touring massive theatres, making
Yeah.
millions, and their lifestyle is incredibly conservative.
Yeah.
And they're in the 1%, but they're sort of.
I tell you
they'll
what.
tweet a lot about fucking.
That's
how,
bullshit.
You go for a
innit?
pint with a load of Tories, they buy more pints. Left wing people, they'll
got more
nurse
money.
1 glass of red wine
Yeah.
the whole night. You're getting nothing.
a little bit of red wine mouth.
Yeah. No, I used to work at a pub, and you'd get both sorts of people in, and like the fucking rugby supporting Tory boys who would always buy you a drink behind the bar. Whereas there'd always be some left-wing guy sit there with a red wine and sort of slowly try and fuck the barmaid
Creepy
over
guy.
a year.
As you should.
asked to remove the service charge from the bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. 100%. It's like when the Corbyn did that festival. Do you remember?
Glastonbury?
No, he did a festival, like Corbyn Festival.
Oh,
I can't remember
yeah,
what it's called. And then he asked all these musicians. Yeah. No, I can't remember what it's called. But he asked all these musicians who had been supporting him. And they're like, yeah, fucking $100,000, mate.
Yeah.
That's what it costs to be a socialist. He said,
Yeah.
Because he's like,
They're the
oh, well, they all
worst,
love the
man.
message. And it's like, they don't. It just sounds better than like,
Yeah,
go
exactly.
Boris.
It's part of their PR, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
It's and also their agents don't like the message.
No,
so,
not
yeah.
at
It's
all.
not just them. It's
No,
other
there's
people
loads of people
involved.
involved in it. And at the end of the day, most people are pretty selfish. And I don't think there's a huge, problem with that.
No, I think I'm just always like I'm always suspicious of people that are too vocal on social media
Yeah.
about the stuff.
Both sides.
Like,
Both sides.
Yeah, totally. That's what I mean.
It's
Anyone
just-
who really wears their sort of colours a bit too heavily.
And you're like, what even? Because most
Like,
of
you're
politics
making
is
up for
like,
something.
most of politics is like council meetings and stuff. So it's like, what are you talking
Yeah, yeah,
about?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
pro sort out the bus shelters because most politics is that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's easy to get distracted by all the big bits.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
all the sort of headline stuff, and actually forgetting it is 90% bureaucracy.
But it's also got nothing to do with comedy. It's like, why are you saying this? I always think
write a
that
joke,
the
man.
funniest thing is someone slipping over.
I know,
That's
yeah,
always, and
yeah.
that's got no politics
But then
to it.
that's why
Someone
it's good.
farting.
That's
Yeah.
why you got to
And
mute.
shitting themselves.
Have a good old mute session. on
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah,
It'll
yeah,
really
yeah.
clean up your.
Yeah,
clean
yeah.
Up your
I've
feed.
done that.
I
a lot.
think this going to go back to just fun. I hope. I think everyone in
No.
are going to be sick of it. Do you not think?
I don't.
I think it
can't-
will, but I don't know how long that'll take though.
I can't. I think social media is it's sort of an exponential growth thing. It will just keep being.
No, but you
shit
can
and
see
annoying.
in terms of comedy, like this diversion of like podcasts and stuff, we're just kind of shit talking, and the people.
This is art.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Excuse me.
I mean everything I say
Wash
here.
your mouth out.
Can we cut that bit?
I can't believe I just got sacked.
Cut your mic, mate. Turn your mic down. out.
No, I know what you mean. There is a move away. People are like. Also, that stuff's not selling to a mainstream audience. It isn't. You know,
No.
if you look at what's filling arenas and stuff, it is actually most people. Because we live in this
Right-wing
tiny thing,
rallies.
so we assume the whole world's like that. And then
yeah.
someone who works in an office is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
They literally
No
know,
one gives
they know
a
about,
shit.
They know about 3 comedians.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know that Kevin Bridges?
Yeah.
It's always like they always know like 3 or 4 comedians.
Yeah.
And actually,
yeah.
you forget because it's an industry we work in that we think it's a much bigger.
And like, you know, and this isn't to say anything about them, but the amount of people who know what Nanette is outside of our industry, you know what I mean? These things. And
Yeah.
it was it was a big show on Netflix.
Yes, but it's a massive debate within our world that doesn't exist. I
But
don't
the
think
debate
outside of
about
our-
it
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
probably.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear any. I never
Isn't
heard.
in offices, is it?
No, it's not like I don't think many of my mates who aren't in comedy would know what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that because
I
I've had to
found it
explain
really funny that like comedians are so, you know, if a heckler or an audience member says like you're shit,
Yeah.
we're always like
Never had that.
We'll be like, arguing about fucking, it's subjective, mate. It's not about what you think. So yeah, and then suddenly when Hannah Gadsby did her show, there were so many comedians going, "Shit, hang on, you fuck." That's that you can see right through them and go, "You fucking lying."
Yeah.
You don't. So yeah, you know, it's all right for what. Just one rule for one rule for the other.
And everyone should just enjoy what they enjoy and just shut up.
There's fucking
There's so
infinite
many
amount of
things.
stuff you could be doing.
So you could watch someone like your thing could be watching someone flush his own head down. There's probably that on the internet. You know what I mean? There's
I'm gonna
something
do
for
that
all of us.
today
Yeah, do it. You
on
go
my
viral.
Insta.
That could be your new thing.
Flush my head down the toilet every day.
Yeah, you probably just say I'm going to do this for a month for the people of Ukraine.
Just goes viral. Julian's so good. You see what he's doing? He's raised £10 million.
Yeah,
The new Captain Tom.
You Captain Tom. You get Captain Tom's daughter to come shit in it before you do it.
Shit in my mouth.
Oh god! Right, we need to wrap it up. On that note, it's been very fun, Red.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
And people should check out your podcast. We had Bobby on.
Yeah.
The other week.
Bobby, it's good. The Year Is podcast. I'm going on a tour, 10 nights at the O2 in 2031, I think, I hope. So keep your eyes peeled
It's
for
on
that.
my dream board.
Yeah.
Law of attraction.
Yeah.
My crystals say it could work.
But yeah, people should check you out on social media.
So at Red Richardson 1.
Yes. Thanks.
Is there a Red Richardson then?
Yeah, someone else has got that. Oh yeah. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying.
Offer him a tenner.
Can't you
for
report them to Twitter and get them kicked off?
I've tried.
And then
I tried.
keep it?
I actually know who it is. They made a joke profile for me before I had Insta.
Who is it?
'Cause I've
Red
only had
Richardson?
No, I've only had Insta for. It's actually my wife's little sister made it as a joke, like, and I didn't know. And they put all these humiliating like hashtags and
That's
stuff,
funny.
like slay queen, like you do you and stuff
Slay
like that.
queen.
Yeah.
She sounds funny.
Thanks, listeners.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
patrons, for signing up.
Thanks, new
If you want to
patrons.
sign up, there's loads of extra stuff on there. There's footage from our Leicester Comedy
We did a
Festival.
live
There's,
podcast with an audience.
I don't know how many.
It's on our Patreon.
Patreon episodes. There are probably 70 or 80 episodes
It's
on
probably,
there.
more than that, I'd bet.
With a live show that we did.
We should know the number.
In Russia, the benefit.
I'm saying this in past tense, even though we're recording it the day before, but this will be going out after. But the live show that we did with Sean Walsh and Paul McCaffrey will be going on Patreon.
It's all filmed and it's up on Patreon.
So yeah, you can watch
For
that there.
£2 a month if you want. That's less than a coffee.
It is less than
That's a sip of a coffee in London.
Patreon.com/We Are TVI. Other than that, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just share it. Tell your friends if you like it. Don't tell them if you don't.
Yeah, keep it to yourself if you
About
don't.
it. Yeah, keep your fucking mouth shut, mate.
Don't at me, yeah?
Right, cheers, Red.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Vittorio.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, Victoria.
Bye,
Take it
everybody.
easy, everyone.
Like Rod, Jane and Freddie.